I went back and checked. On February 22nd, 2010, I made a prediction that Rahm Emanuel was a goner. Now, what did I make that prediction based on? I looked at a lot of news stories. Milbank had a huge one, and then there was just a great series of articles in Washington from all the people Rahm Emanuel had leaked to over all these times that owed him favors. And the essence of most of those articles was Rahm Emanuel's such a genius, and all the things that went wrong in the White House are not Rahm's fault. They're Obama's fault and his other advisors' fault, and Axelrod's fault and Gibbs' fault, etc. Now, when you see something like that happen in the press, that means there's an internal war going on. And if he's gotten to the point, Rahm Emanuel has, where he's desperate enough to fight that war in public, it means he likely lost. So I came out with a bold prediction, said he'd be gone within 2 months. I was wrong, and it turns out I was right. So let me explain. Now, first of all, was he gone in 2 months? No, absolutely not. And I came out as soon as that deadline passed and said, well, I guess I read it wrong, right? So you know me, I'm willing to say I'm wrong the minute I see evidence to the contrary. I believe in facts. So now we find out, there's an article in the Telegraph in the UK that everybody's buzzing about, where more people are leaking, that's it, Rahm Emanuel is gone. Now, what they say in the article is, well, they can't throw him under the bus now. That would look awful. Like, whoa, something went wrong. Why are you getting rid of the guy, a little past a year in your term? That was initially when the first trouble came about, now a year and a half in. And so what they're reporting is, and again, from inside sources inside D.C., Democratic sources, that he'll be gone after the midterm elections. Okay? Maybe even sooner, but likely after the midterm elections, because that's a natural time for them to say, all right, no, this was always meant to be a short-term thing with Rahm Emanuel. Of course, now he wasn't going to serve the full term. Don't be ridiculous. And in the article, we've got the standard, Rahm really cares about his family. And he's got to spend more time with his family. And that was the main problem coming to D.C., I'll tell you what, and boy, does he care about his family. So when I saw the family thing repeated 2 or 3 times in the article, I was like, done.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Okay. Gone. Okay, so he's gone. Now, look, one of the lessons I learned from that is I got to calm down, man. My predictions are too over the top. Like, I see he's gone, right? I'm like, he's gone in 2 months. What am I basing that on? And I said it at the time, too. I'm like, I don't know. I pulled 2 months out of my ass, right? But the essence of it was correct. Now, look. I don't want people thinking, oh, yeah, he's taking credit for something he got wrong, which I'm afraid you're going to think, right? For understandable reasons. Look, if Rahm Emanuel was gone like 6 years later, it's not like I could be like, I told you he was leaving at some point. No. It turns out that the fallout basically happened exactly when we thought it happened. In those series of articles, you got a sense that there was a conflict, and basically a decision had been made. And it turns out, yes, at around that time, the decision was made that Rahm Emanuel is gone. He's just going to stay until the midterm elections, so it doesn't look disastrous that they're throwing him overboard, right? So now, to me, that's fantastic news. Here again in the article, they talk about, hey, why did they disagree? What was the difference between Obama and Rahm Emanuel? Well, the positive spin for Rahm Emanuel is, well, he wanted to bang heads together more and get more things passed, right? And that he wanted to be more practical in doing so. The positive spin for Obama is Rahm Emanuel just basically wanted to give in on everything and say, okay, who cares? Compromise that. I mean, look, I've been doing this show a long time, watching this Obama administration, and I cannot believe how much they've compromised on. Apparently, Rahm Emanuel wanted to compromise on much, much more. Basically, Republicans, what do you want? You want this? Okay, as long as I get to call it a Democratic bill, good. Pass it, right? So, funny enough, Rahm Emanuel was too conservative for this White House. So that was part of the issue. But you know what? After reading everything on this, my sense of it is that it's not so much that, because remember, the Obama administration is still center-right. It's not like Obama is like, don't get too hopeful, right? I hate to say that, but it's not like Obama woke up and it's like, oh my God, you're right. I only hired establishment guys. Rahm Emanuel, Tim Geithner, Larry Summers, and said, Ken Salza, what am I doing? No, I got to be a progressive, right? No, everybody else stays. He still has a man crush on Tim Geithner. No, what happened is Rahm Emanuel is an old wheeler and dealer. He does the leaks, he does this, he does that, and Obama hates that. He's no drama Obama. So if you're establishment and you want to be a little center-right, Obama will play ball with you. But if you're going to go leak that to the press, he hates that. I think that's what really did Rahm Emanuel in. So that was their main difference, if you ask me, based on what I've read. But either way, it looks like Rahm's gone. Now, of course, things can change. If they do, and I'll come back out here and, of course, let you know. And well, let's hope this celebration wasn't premature and that we haven't hung the mission accomplished banner too early ourselves. Now, having said that, it's good news, okay? Good news, because Rahm Emanuel, as all of these articles explain, is way to the right of even anyone else in this administration. And he's not a guy who wants to fight. He's a guy who only cares about the Democratic Party, not about progressive policy positions. He's the kind of guy who do whatever he can do to get more Democrats elected. But if they wind up voting with the Republicans, he doesn't give a damn, right? So good riddance. I couldn't be happier about this.